Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Eve the Empath, coming to deliver messages from Spirit. I wanted to bring the messages today. I've already pulled some cards, and we're going to talk to our Leos that are Sun, Rising, Moon, and North Node. We're going to talk to our Geminis, Rising Sun, Moon, and North Node, as well as our Geminis, Rising, Moon, and North Node. What I pulled today seemed to be a very interesting message, and I'm going to pull a little more while we are on here, but I started with the Akashic Records deck after I meditated, and I pulled a couple of messages from our Light Seers deck. So, Light Seers. As I was getting messages, as I was pulling, they came out in 3, so 3 is definitely important today. I also got a couple of 3s in the cards. So these messages aren't going to resonate for everyone. And if they don't fit, please don't try to make it fit your story. Don't try to make it go in places that it doesn't fit, because we don't want you to vibrate in places that you don't belong. Messages for healing are very specific sometimes, but sometimes they're very general. And it's hard to know if it's part of you. But usually something feels good on the inside. It resonates on the inside. Something fits, or there's an inkling or something that tells you watch here or go here, or you just accidentally find something. I can't tell you how many times I accidentally stumbled upon someone's channel when it was time for me to pick up some knowledge or something that Spirit has been trying to speak to me, and I either didn't listen or I wasn't prepared for. So today, we have the 3 of Keys in reverse. We have Reflection, which is a major arcana, also a number 19. When you bring those together, that's a 10, and that is going to be for growth and change. And then we also have the 2 of Forces, which is the willow tree. I love willow trees. Also for our meditations, I got the number 18. Let it go, or let go. Divine Feminine. So for some of us, we are needing to tap into that creative energy from the divine feminine. And we also got channeling. I'm not sure if any of you guys know about channeling, or how to channel light into your spirit, how to channel darkness into your spirit, how to channel into your body, how to channel into your mind, how to utilize music. But there are many ways that you can channel and reach the spirit world and understand and get messages. So don't think that it's only certain people that have the ability to connect, because you are a spiritual being, and part of your spirituality is being able to speak to the other side. You don't just have to fall asleep and get it in the dream world, but a lot of times that's what happens, because in our waking state, we are so convoluted with tasks and chores and emotions, and we don't have an opportunity to really quiet our mind, so our vibration is chaotic, if you will. So we're gonna pick some more cards soon. I'm not sure where we're gonna go, but it just depends on what these messages say. So we're gonna get started with the 3 of Keys in reverse. It says, this card shows that political conflict with coworkers, business management, your family, or a disruptive group has grown untenable. It is unlikely to change, and some people's positions may topple, or may have done so already. It's time to walk away. Even if you can't actually leave immediately, disengage emotionally. Begin to make plans that will help you put the difficulties, worries, and unhappy people behind you. Don't be discouraged. By bringing this to an end, you create space to bring more peace and promise to your life. It's time to leave the political game behind you so that you could create a strategy to move on to new beginnings. It's funny because today I was listening to one of my favorite readers, and that's one of the major messages that she was saying. It was that we needed to leave let go, disengage from the old things, the old parts that no longer serve us, so that we could create space, because abundance is here. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that. So for some of you guys, this is in work. I know for me, when it comes to my finances, it's hard for me to separate and to move to a different direction. Sometimes it's not easy. But when you're in a situation where you're continually having discord, and again, that could be in family, that could be in social settings, friends, it could be in relationships. It's time to walk away from those things, because what you're doing is holding space. It's like being in a jar with only so much space, and yet you're still trying to add more things to it, and there's nothing left. But you have to start taking out the things. Imagine your trash can being overrun and you're still trying to put trash in it, right? People who are not vibrating where you are, energies, entities, places that you do business, if they're not vibrating where you are, that's trash to your spirit. That's trash to your soul. So you have to dump it out so you can create space for something new. We also got the reflection card. It's a beautiful card, but I'm pretty sure you can tell by the design what it's saying. Reflection is exactly what it is. You see the moon. The beauty of the moon is it illuminates in the darkness. And in order for you to truly know your light, you have to know your dark. What are the parts of you that are you trying to hide? What are the parts of you that you are ashamed of? What are the parts of you that you're not ready to let go of? Spirit's saying it's time. It's time to let those things go. You're shining the light and reflecting and seeing things from a perspective that you need to. You see, look at this beautiful water, and you see how the moon is reflecting back up to it, as above, so below, right? So let's look at that. What is Spirit really wanting you to know today? Let's see. It says reflection. A full moon shines brightly over a quiet lake as a small ship glides gently through the water. The glow of the ship's lantern is reflected on lake surfaces along with the moonlight. This card may sometimes show a trip, particularly a trip over or by water. More important, it can reveal that you are now have a direct line to your psychic gifts. You are more aware of your emotions and more reflective about them. You recognize the differences between your intuitive voice, which is very calm and assured, and your lower emotional compulsions, which are urgent and sometimes feel fear-based. Oh, I can definitely relate to that, because when I'm in fear, I am moving fast. I'm trying to make things happen. I want you to answer me now. I have no patience. For some of you guys, you understand exactly what that means. You know what it means to not have patience, to have that urgency. But right now, Spirit is reminding you in this period of reflection that your intuition is on point, okay? So the things that you're feeling in your gut, the things that you're experiencing in your third eye, the things that you are having downloaded to you daily, the soul messages that come, the synchronicities that are lining up for you, that's not on accident. It's definitely a message, and you need to listen. It says, let yourself gain even greater clarity and control over your emotions now. This also will be a great time for you to take classes in meditation, psychic development, counseling, healing, and other psychological and spiritual arts. If you have such an interest, your yin side is wide open and your receptivity is high. Trust your inner voice and you will be guided to greatness. I can honestly say that for me, meditation this way is new, where I actually go quiet and try to listen to what's inside. And it's intense to know all of the feelings that come from just a quiet meditation, or a music meditation, or a nature meditation, when you go outside and you absorb that sunlight, or you go to the water and you allow the ocean to just clear and cleanse the aura of yourself, and hear from Spirit, hear through the waves, hear through the sounds of the birds chirping, and hear through the trees and the vibrations that are there. All that's important. We also got the Two of Forces, the willow. And what you don't see is this tree, this willow tree is illuminated, which is a good sign. Anytime you see light in a card, it's always talking about light and illumination, which we got this twice, right? Synchronicities. When you see things with light, it's telling you that you're open. Well, in this particular card, you'll see the hawk here, right? And the hawk is always indicative of change or predatorial type of energy, right? But above it is you. And so you're seeing things from a perspective. You're able to see the attacks come. And that's important because, see, as reflection comes, as we're utilizing that inner voice, we can see things from a holistic perspective. In the spirit realm, we get messages all the time, and it gives us direction in which way we're supposed to go, how we're supposed to move and act. So spirit is telling you, yeah, there might be some things, some plans, some assaults maybe on your character. Again, it's no longer any good. It's time to move around, right? Being creative, creating a strategy. You have the insight that you need, and you have the ability to rise above, right? That's what spirit is saying, that you have the ability to rise above. That even though there's something here, there's a force coming against you, there's an attack there, you have the ability. You have the ability to move past that, right? So let's look what the book says, just so we can have a little bit more clarity, okay? It says, a beautiful willow tree stands in the summer sun. This stately tree is strong and flexible. And this card is upright, telling you that you are too strong and flexible. The willow spreads its roots deep and wide, creating a strong foundation that is capable of standing up to anything. Standing up to anything. Sounds like a little synchronicity, doesn't it? When spirit is telling you that you have situations in your life that they're not going to move forward, and to create an exit strategy, to create a plan, to disengage, to move on. It's telling you that you have the flexibility to do so. You already have the intuition, and your psychic gifts are waiting for you. Your intuition is telling you it is time. Why wouldn't you listen to that? It says, now is the time for you to stand tall and feel the support of the earth beneath your feet. This card indicates a time of calm, so enjoy the peaceful energy now. It also signifies a time of power, perfect for reinforcing your foundation in your work, in your family, and in your spirit. And in the depth of your belief, just like the willow, you have the peaceful strength drawn from the waters of your soul and extending through all eternity. Staying confident in your truth. Take action that supports growth for all things wonderful in your life, and know that you are powerful. Know that you are powerful. Time of power, time of illumination, time of stepping into this other side, tapping in. What is that song? Tap, 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 tap in, right? Yeah, I like that. So even as things are changing in your family dynamic, in your work dynamic, in your relationships, in your social settings, it's showing you that you have the power, one, to be strong, and two, that you have the insight as these winds of life change. We have let go. We have let go. Number 18. When you put that together, the 1 and 8 is 9. And we already know our 9s are about endings, transformation, right? And sometimes for that's kind of hard. But don't forget, we're being asked to transform. And we have the skills and the strength to do so, right? We have everything that we need to move forward. So when we look at let go, when we look at what that means, we know that there's changes coming, right? Things that we've been holding on to. It's time to create space. It's time to create space for abundance and wealth. It's time to create space for the things that we truly desire, right? It says, let all just be and take back your light. Stop trying so hard and breathe. That feels so good. It says letting go does not mean jumping blindly into faith, but to release the resistance you hold about a subject so your dreams and desires can be realized. We have all hung on to a person, place, job, or idea because we think it will give us what we seek, but hanging on is the result of unbalanced thinking. This imbalance has you needing compensation. You created a deficit by compromising yourself, thinking that was the way towards your dreams. It was a choice to do that. Now it is your choice to let go and create from love instead of fear. You deserve to have what you want without compromising your truth. You cannot change what has occurred. However, you can change what you do from this moment on. No one has been placed upon this earth to make you happy, just as it is not your responsibility to make anyone else happy. Free yourself and everyone else from the idea that we must please others to be loved. You are loved, and you are loved. No matter what has happened in your or another's life, you are loved. That speaks volumes to me. The number 18 has its own specific message to me because it's tied to an energy that I had a strong soul connection to. And remember, this channel is all about healing. It's all about learning self. It's all about finding ways to know exactly who you are so you can grow and become the best version of yourself, right? That's why we're here. To become stronger, to realize our divinity and the purpose that we have inside of us. And I know for me, part of what I've done in life has been to overcompensate. Part of who I have been in order to receive love, or the thought process in order for me to receive love, was to pour and give and give and give. And give until it hurts, and then give some more. But you can't pour from an empty cup, can you? And for some of you, your cups are depleted. Spirit is saying, let go. Not once, but twice. When we let go, we create space for all of the wonderful things that Spirit has for us. You are rooted, right? You are rooted. This beautiful willow tree is planted by the water. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved. That's an old song. But for some of you, you understand exactly what it means. Just like a tree planted by the water. Because we need water to nourish our souls, right? It's important. I shall not be moved. I'm flexible. I'm able to bend. But you're not tearing me down. You're not breaking me down. Right? And for some of you, that is very, very important. You've overstayed your welcome in some people's lives, at some people's jobs, in some friend circles. You've overstayed your welcome. And for some of you, family. Because we have a belief system that tells us because we were born into a bloodline that we owe, or we have an automatic responsibility to something or somebody. The hell we do? No. If your kids are disrespecting you, if your spouse is disrespecting you, if you have anxiousness and anger and frustration as a result of a relationship, you know what you gotta do, right? Cut that shit out your life. You don't need it. Divine Infinity, Divine Feminine is speaking to us today. As we continue this healing journey, it is important that we understand that the Divine Feminine is part of our creative life force. And the Divine Feminine loves to receive. So for those who've been giving and giving and giving, as you begin to stop in those cycles and transform, man, abundance flows. And the universe is abundant. It says, look beyond the obvious and the superficial into the heart of a matter. Peer deeper into the hidden and explore the mysterious. Remember your vast potential and unlimited possibilities available to you. It's time to trust your intuition, your inner voice, and your instincts. This may also be a time for stillness, for there are unseen forces at work, orchestrating the whole universe to bring intense, beautiful experiences to your life. Allow yourself to receive what you want. I love that. I love that. For some of you guys, all you know how to do is give, and you ignore all of the signs that tell you to stop. You're like, somebody is giving you crap and you're giving to them still. Why? Is that serving you? No. Your first obligation is to yourself. And I'm laughing because, oh my gosh, it hits home. I'm wearing this shoe right now. I am wearing this shoe right now. And not just in one area of my life. I'm going to just tell you that. At work, a company pays you for your time. And they lay out before you start what they want for you contractually, right? They give you a job description and you agree to a compensation in exchange for your time to do these tasks that they have given you. But don't you find it funny that once you get on, they want you to do a little more, right? Now, they're not offering anymore. They're not saying, hey, we're going to give you a little extra money for these additional tasks. We just want you to do them. We want to act like this wasn't part of the original agreement, but we still want you to do it. And we want you to be accountable for it. We want to hold you accountable for these tasks that we've asked you to do in addition to what you agreed to, because we feel like we have the right to. And if you say no, then we're gonna make your life uncomfortable. Say no. You don't want nobody's shit but yourself. And that's not me being ugly. That's not me telling you to ruffle feathers. That's your spirit talking to you, telling you to understand who you are. Understand how powerful you are. Right? Look at this beautiful tree illuminated by the sun. You see that hawk coming up there to attack? But it's flexible. It knows its strength and its power. You're being awakened. You've been awakened. We're being awakened so that we can understand exactly who we are. Intuition is strong. Spirit is saying it to you. You're powerful. It says, allow yourself to receive all that you want. You are the mother of all. You create. Nurture yourself and all that flows within and around you. There may be an impending marriage or birth around you, either physically or symbolically. The divine feminine wants you to know there is always enough to go around. Abundance is everywhere. Embrace joy. I think I said that in the beginning. Abundance is, and it is. Because we've been taught, our society has taught us that we have to go have lack. We have to be fearful. Because fear is a very, very powerful drug. But so is love. And if you can't love self first, how can you love others? What you're giving others is more fear-based than actual love, because love has boundaries. Love says no. Love says yes. Love is just. It exists without any constraints. But if you don't love you first, what you're pouring into another is fear, and you're accepting that fear back into your life, which makes sense of why you have to let go. Right? Let go of that antiquated thinking. Let go of the things that no longer serve your spirit. So the meditation for you is to burn your favorite incense or aromatherapy. I love rose. And I use other ones, especially when I do readings and things like that. But rose is my favorite. And the reason that I choose rose is because of the love. It's known that rose is a romantic flower. It's not my favorite flower, but I do like it. But the smell and the sense that it sends out, it opens up your heart chakra. So I like to burn a little rose. It says, place the card at your heart and close your eyes. Breathe deeply and slowly as you relax. Imagine you are floating above the earth. Look down and observe this beautiful blue and green planet. Feel into the rhythm of the earth as your heart and Mother Earth's heart pulse in unison. Now place your hands on your heart and say, I nurture the creative abundance flowing within me. I nurture the creative abundance flowing within me. In your mind's eye, see a ray of golden light flowing from the heart of the universe towards you. It embraces and fills your whole being. It streams from the soles of your feet into the earth and spirals all the way down to your heart, into the heart of Mother Earth. She says, thank you, for as you help to heal yourself, you help to heal all things upon and within the earth. Wow. It says you add the expanded consciousness of you and Gaia. You are so loving, a great mother to you and to all. For this loving connection, as a Mother Earth sends a beam of green light from her heart to yours. Contained in this green light is a symbol, a gift that represents your divine feminine. Stay in this feeling for at least 2 minutes. Gently bring your awareness back to your breathing. Breathing healing love into your life and open your eyes. Extinguish your aromatherapy or incense, for you can now breathe the beautiful fragrance of your soul. Some things that you can say to yourself is, I am willing to be open to my loving fullness, and I am willing to create change. At moonrise, give thanks to the moon for shining a light upon you and the dreams of your creation. Find out your moon sign and tune into the lunar cycle. Use the new moon to create new ideas, the full moon to shine light upon and celebrate your creations. I love that because we got a whole full moon over here. I love when spirit gives us synchronicity. It just flows. It just flows, and you know, it's that inner knowing. It's like you can't make it up. It's just there for you. It's there for you. It was here for you, for us. So powerful. So very powerful. And they want you guys to have a little channeling energy today. I love to channel. It's one of my favorite things. A lot of air signs have the ability to channel just because they're very fluid. Air signs, Gemini, air sign Libra, air sign, I want to say Aquarius also. You guys have that that flowy air type energy where you can shift and change into a lot of things. So it says you have the ability to tune into different streams of consciousness to gain wise information for healing and expansion. Channeling shifts your awareness so you can stream information from various frequencies. It's just like turning into the radio station. If the information doesn't agree with you, tune into something different. You can't expect to hear rock music on a classical musical station, right? You can't expect to hear rock or classical. You can't expect to hear rock on a classical station. With practice, you'll be able to tune into your soul transmission easily. You have focused on a part of your stream consciousness upon the earth plane to experience life in a new and varied way. Your soul loves you so much. I keep hearing that your soul loves you. In every one of these cards, it's telling you that you are loved. So for those who are feeling depleted and empty and unloved and unwanted and rejected, understand those messages aren't coming from your soul. Those aren't coming from the universe. That fear-based energy is coming from things that you've aligned yourself with that doesn't serve you. And it's time to let it go. That's not your soul's purpose. Your soul's purpose is to create experiences that teach you love, not the opposite. And sometimes the lessons come from the opposite. We learn from the shit that we don't like, right? For some of us, we used to get beat as kids. I know I did. My parents used to tear my butt up, but I was a busybody, and I understand that. But in that experience, I learned what they liked and didn't like, and I adjusted my behavior accordingly, right? So sometimes these situations that we're in, these relationships that we are that are part of our path, that are part of our growth, they feel painful. But what was the lesson? What did you learn? Did you learn what it is that you really like? Did you learn that you love to have your hands held when you go out on dates? Did you learn that you like to be touched in certain types of ways or held? Did you learn that you need separation and peace or freedom? That you needed to be able to float freely through time and space? Because sometimes that's necessary. Did you learn that perhaps you're not even part of a relationship, that you shouldn't be in relationships because you enjoy being in solitude? What did you learn? Because your soul's language is going to be different from everyone else's. Did you learn that you love to be in nature? Well, if you have a partner who don't like going outside, why are you trying to drag them with you? Let go. And it doesn't mean that you can't have people in your life with varying experiences, because that adds to the collection of things that you enjoy. You get to experience other sides of things. But if it's weighing you down, if it becomes an anchor, if it's a weight, is it really worth it, people? I think not. For me, I need to know that I am protected and that I'm at peace. And if my protection and my peace is compromised, it's not for me. It says, your soul loves you so much, and it's always transmitting this love and truth, even when you have forgotten it. Place one hand on the card and gently close your eyes and imagine the room is filling with light. Smoothly and effortlessly breathe in light from higher dimensions and imagine moving into higher realms of love. Breathe out light and feel it move around you like a gentle mist. Feel it flowing through your body, from your crown, from your crown to your third eye, and from your third eye to your throat. Allowing that light to flow through your throat and release those words and that energy that's been stuck and stagnant, and down to your heart where it's got walls that it's closed off to the world. No, open it up. Let it expand. Let that light flow through it. And down to your solar plexus, right? The being of who you are. And flowing down to that sacral, those sensual energies that's probably been dusty and unwanting for a while because you're not in alignment, and down to the root where you connect to this planet, to the trees and to the water and to the birds. Understand who you are. It says, breathe out light and feel it move through you. It is healing and revealing. You're becoming calm and peaceful as your energy aligns in fullness and harmony. You have access to more of your light, more of your awareness, more of your soul's purpose. While you are here, contemplate these guidelines for channeling. Is the information consistent? Is the information helpful and valid? Is this information uplifting? Always channel for yourself before helping or channeling for another. Walk in a new light of knowingness and stay here for at least 30 seconds. And when you feel ready, focus on your physical body and breathe out this unique experience into your body. Open your eyes and smile. Smiling is like giving gratitude to the universe. It's like saying to the universe, hey, I am appreciative of the gift of life. I am appreciative of the gift of sight, of vision, of hearing, of smelling. When we give gratitude, the universe provides us more things to be gracious for. So even in the midst of these situations that bring us disdain, discord, pain, uncertainty, right? It's okay to release and smile, knowing that all things work together for those. All things come together because the universe is abundant. I'm pretty sure this was a very, very specific message. A time to create, a time to receive, knowing your power, knowing exactly who you are. That activation of self, intuition, psychic abilities and gifts, that's in you. That's in you. Channeling. Spirit's talking to you very, very clearly today, right? So we're going to close out with a moon card, okay? We're going to close out with the moon card and see what Spirit has for you with that. I am grateful for you guys today. I am grateful every day. I am grateful that I am here with you to allow healing energy. And I am grateful for you guys to allow me to heal here with you. Because as I expand my consciousness, I am also able to receive and help other people expand their consciousness. So we have the full moon in Scorpio, and it is time to release negativity. Scorpio is the planet of transformation, guys. It can't get any more clear than that. It is time to release negativity. I thank you guys for joining me today. I am so very grateful for you being here. If you like the message, please like, subscribe, share. I would appreciate it. And if you don't find anything here that doesn't fit, it's okay. We don't want you to vibrate in places that you don't belong. But when it comes to our spirit and our healing journey, we want to make sure that we move towards growth and that we allow the universe to give to us. It wants to. Just like you want to give to your children, for those who have, or you want to give to your coworkers or give to your relationships, right? The universe wants to also give to us, but we got to make space. We got to get rid of what doesn't serve us, right? We got to learn how to let it go. We got to understand that these situations aren't getting better. So we got to let go. Release. It can't get any clearer than that. That is a whole message, guys. So thank you for joining me. I'm Eve the Empath, and I love you guys. I wish you much love and bliss. Mwah.